Okay, what is up guys? Welcome back. We are diving into our first boss battle of this Wildfrost tutorial series. This is actually really great because Bamboozle is also the harder of the boss fights in this area, I believe. So, should hopefully be good content. Alright, so first off, the important thing in this boss battle is that you want to kill Bamboozle, like this initial boss, as fast as possible. And that's why having low turn timers is great. If you remember in my previous video, I said that a lot of enemies will have turn timers of 5 or higher. So ideally, we can stall this guy out so that way we can kill him first. And as I said, also, companions out first. So, companions out first. I was debating whether I should let Snobble tank a hit from this aimless dude, but I don't think it's worth it. Here is where we'll also see immediately the value of Heart Mist Station. So we're going to do that, and this basically means that I take no damage. Though I already misplayed, because I didn't realize this guy was aimless, or I forgot, so this should not belong in that row. But anyways, given this, we're going to want to hit here to increase the damage. Snobble's going to freeze this guy so we get an extra turn. And this is not actually great for us. And then I'm just gonna Scrappy Sword again, and then next turn we get a reroll, which should guarantee that we get a Snow Stick. So that way we can freeze Bamboozle. So Snobble will freeze him this turn, which will take my hero's turn timer down to 2. Then we get a Frost Stick next turn, which will freeze him again. And my hero will get his turn timer down to 1, and then I'll be able to hit for the KO. That's my thinking, at least. And then the other characters aren't as important. It's also, you can't really access the characters in the back at the beginning, so you don't have to worry about it. Winter Worm does hurt, obviously, but that's where your wooden tanks come in. At some point. Actually, I think I'll summon Woodhead just so I can tank the hit from Winter Worm. Actually, this is where it's time to do some math. So, Snobble's going to hit for 2. Hero's going to hit for 6, which is 8. So I need 2 more damage, which should come in the form of 2 Snow Sticks. So that math checks out, so I'll summon Woodhead here. So we're going to redraw with tempo. As I said in my last battle video, redrawing with tempo is super key. I could have redrawn in my previous turn, but again, I think you just want to play as many cards as possible, and redrawing with tempo is super good. So he's frozen right now. I will actually summon I can actually just smack him, I think. Or even better, I can count down my Sunrod. I use my Sunrod to count down Snobble here. And that works too, I think. So Winter Worm's gonna hit now. This is kind of an issue. But they also only do 1 damage, so Heart Mist works perfectly for this. We're gonna want to freeze him. So he breaks up, which is great for us. Now, another battle-specific tip I will give is when Bam and Boozle come out, you're going to want to prioritize killing Bam. And the reason is because Boozle, as you can see, doesn't have this snow marker, which resists snow and means that you can only have a maximum of 1 snow on him. So that means for the most part you can just stall out Boozle with snow, and he also only hits for 2 damage, which isn't that bad. Applying the 1 snow is very annoying, but it's not killer, essentially. Now, here, what do we want to do? Here, I think we're going to want to summon Pooty and then risk the 50-50 of these Snowbows hitting Pooty versus Heartmist. Although them hitting Heartmist is quite bad. But hey, sometimes you just gotta risk it. You can't always have everything perfectly. And we high rolled. Won the 50-50, so that's very good for us. This turn, as I said, we will be snowing Boozle. I think. I do believe the right play is to redraw here. We do have our big tank left, so we're probably going to want to play her. And with our big tank on the board, it's actually okay for Heartmist to go down, because then the tank can just start tanking all the hits. We're going to move my hero up here actually so that he can hit Bam with his damage. And I think in order to maximize this damage, we're just going to hit Bam here with a Scrappy Sword to enable his passive. There goes Heartmist, which is fine. Bam's down to 2 HP, which is really good. We redraw here. So Bomb is actually pretty key here because she deals a ton of damage and she has Barrage, which will allow us to actually knock out some of these enemies. The good thing about not having killed any of the other enemies is that the Wave Bell literally does not matter because obviously more enemies cannot show up. So we're doing good on that front. I do think as a result though we are going to summon Bomb here, and usually I would let her tank the hits because she's obviously got more HP, but with her here, as I said, I do value her attack a lot, and so I'm going to let Snobble tank the hit actually. And this will also come with another very important lesson from me after this. So, a very important lesson is that resetting your allies is super, super key. And when I say resetting, I mean recalling. When you recall an ally, it removes all of their negative status effects. So like it'll remove snow, it'll remove poison, it'll remove attack down, anything you can think of. And this is also why you want your companions to take as much damage and as many hits for you as possible, because you cannot reset your hero. So like if poison gets on your hero, that's basically permanent damage that you're going to either have to heal up with cards or some other form of companion. And in this case, we're going to heal Snobble. Each recall, we will heal your companions for 5 HP, regardless of how much max HP they have, I believe. So in this case, it works out as perfect because Snobble has 5 health, so he's just going back here. And it does not cost a turn to recall your companion. That's very key too. You don't lose any tempo off of it, except for the fact that we lose his attack. But in this case, obviously, it's better to keep your companion alive so that we can redraw him later, potentially. and use him again. So with that being said, I think in this turn we are just going to snow Boozle again. Okay, and also again taking my time here to think about the turns. Next turn, or sorry, I guess 2 turns from now, both Bam and Winter Worm are going to attack. So that's really bad. I can really only afford to tank one of those hits without things getting really risky. I could try to... Actually, yeah, I could afford to take one hit with Bomb Bomb without things getting risky, but if both hit, then it would be really bad. Though Bam obviously is on 2 HP, so we can kill him. As a result, though, I'm going to prep. And because Bam's our higher priority kill target, I'm going to stall out the Winter Worm here, I believe. And then I'm going to prep next turn. Mimic will come out and tank a hit from Bam. These one-in companions don't are more expandable than your other companions because they won't lose their uses in future runs. Although, sorry, I guess that's a Stormbow specifically, and I have a Stormbow on that makes the game harder, where if a companion dies, they'll become injured for the next fight. But if you don't have that on, don't worry about it. Just know that wooden characters are more expandable than your companions. So again, with that said, I'm just going to freeze Winter Worm here. This turn I do have the option of just straight up using a Scrappy Sword to kill Bam. Is that the right play? That probably is the right play actually, because then I can save Mimic. And then I can also kill the Winter Worm. Issue is Boozle's going to snow Bomb Bomb, but I don't think there's that much I can do about it. Unfortunately. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, actually, okay, so as you see, these cards do have Wild on them. So they gain an extra Frenzy when the other Wild cards die. So this does become an issue because if I kill Bam right now, Boozle will get an added attack on him, which means he'll be hitting twice and he'll apply 2 snow. Now I know it's not the end of the world because Bomb Bomb will still live, but the 2 snow is obviously more problematic. So I think in this case it is still worth it to sacrifice Mimic, because due to the whole enemy team attacking first, my hero will not kill Bam until it's our turn, where Boozle will have already attacked. And therefore Boozle will only attack once. So let's still do this. So as you see, he gets that there. We get 2 aimless here. We're going to start chipping away at these aimless folks, because they're getting kind of annoying. Do I have my Sunrod coming up? I do have my Sunrod coming up. So that's another thing, is you can always look at the rest of the cards in your deck to see what's coming up. That's another reason why I said it's good to keep your deck small, because you have a better chance of knowing exactly what's coming in your next hand. So because Sunrod is coming up, I know I can use Sunrod on Freewell to get him to attack first next turn, which will make him attack before Winter Worm, allowing him to kill Winter Worm. So as a result, I'm going to attack the Snowbow so he can kill both of them next turn. And then next turn our attack will essentially just be, our turn will essentially just be Sunrod. I know Bomb Bomb takes 2 more hits here, which is not good. I think I actually need Recaller now, so I can't actually make use of her, which is unfortunate. Yeah, this fight is tough. As I said, this is, I think, the tougher of the boss fights for this region. So, honestly, not going very smoothly right now. I think I might just have to sacrifice Bomb Bomb here, which is really not ideal. The thing is, next time free roll attacks, he does kill Boozle. Assuming I just hit him once. So I think I'm just going to do that. I don't need to, but in that case, I don't need to sacrifice Bomb Bomb. So I'm just gonna Recaller here. Gonna Snow Boozle. These guys are doing 1 damage, so I don't really care. But this ensures that I can at least win this fight. And yeah, this is it. Usually I would like to try to kill more of the enemy so that way I get the gold associated with killing them, especially through combos, but obviously winning the fight comes first. So yeah, I think, no, I mean, regardless of what I do, I will kill him, so. Oh, although, okay, maybe I'm... Okay, maybe they changed that, but I guess the enemies still drop you gold once, even if you don't kill them at the end of the battle. So that's very good to know. Good news for me too. I'm always learning as well. So good thing to keep in mind is that you don't have to kill all the enemies for a boss battle in order to get the gold. But yeah, that is another battle done. That was a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. I thought my team was a lot stronger than that, to be completely honest. But got it done. Didn't survive, or didn't suffer any injuries at the end of the day. So that'll be this video. And right after this, I'm going to go through how to select boss rewards. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, thank you for watching.